Hey, Team Numis Canada, subscribers and members, welcome all others who are coin collectors, young and old, and anyone else who might be watching. Welcome to Numis Canada with Bruce. And today we are looking at the statehood quarter collection for the next state in the U.S. Confederation. And we'll just flip this up and we will be doing New Hampshire. And New Hampshire became part of the U.S. on June 21st, 1788. And we'll get into that right after this. Welcome back, and here we are at the New Hampshire The Granite State, 1788. And here is the official seal for New Hampshire and the state flag. And I'll give you proper photographs of both of those. And New Hampshire statehood quarter dollars, minting limited to 10 weeks, issued August 7th, 2000, brilliant uncirculated condition. The unique New Hampshire quarter dollar features one of the state's most distinctive landmarks, the rock formation known as Old Man of the Mountain, located at an elevation of about 4,000 feet on the south face of Profile Mountain. This natural wonder bears a remarkable resemblance to a human face. This illusion is formed by 5 ledges, is visible from only a limited area. Nathaniel Hawthorne used this rock formation as the inspiration for his short story, The Great Stone Face, which was published in 1852. The Snow Image, and other twice-told tales. In addition to the Old Man of the Mountain, the coin also displays the motto, "Live Free or Die," and 9 stars to represent New Hampshire as the 9th state to ratify the Constitution of the United States. The motto comes from a statement written by Revolutionary General John Stark, a hero of the 1777 Battle of Bennington. In declining an invitation to a reunion of battle survivors 1809 because of ill health, he provided a toast for his fellow patriots. Live free or die. Death is not the worst of evils. The first part of this toast was adapted as the official state motto in 1945. And here we have a photograph of Echo Lake in Franconia Notch State Park, located in the White Mountains, a popular resort area. Franconia Notch State Park offers a variety of recreational activities, including skiing, fishing, swimming, and boating. And of course, New Hampshire entered the Union on June 21st, 1778. And here we have the quarters, and on the one side you'll see the Philadelphia reverse, and on the other side you'll see the Denver obverse. And when we flip over, we'll see the other sides of the coins. There's the Philadelphia reverse. And I'll give you photographs so that you can see the Old Man Mountain a little bit better than it shows with this. And that is the Denver obverse on this side. Now we'll flip this over, and of course We have in 1614, Captain John Smith was one of the first explorers to sail along the New Hampshire coast. The first settlements were made when the English established a fishing colony in 1623 at the mouth of the Piscataqua River. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. New Hampshire became part of Massachusetts in 1641, emerging as a separate royal province in 1679. The British Kings and Parliament established New Hampshire as a source of fish, fur, and timber. Free land was provided to settlers on the condition that the colony remain subject to British rule and that tall pines be saved for the King's Navy. At the start of the American Revolution, New Hampshire was one of the smallest colonies with only about 82,000 people. Despite its small size, it was the first colony to declare its independence from British rule and adopt its own constitution in 1776. New Hampshire's patriots played an important role in the Revolution in 1774. About 400 men captured Fort William and Mary at Newcastle. 3 New Hampshire regiments served the Continental Army. Thousands of men served on privateers that raided British ships. New Hampshire General John Stark also won famous victory over the British at the Battle of Bennington in Vermont in 1777. On June 21st, 1788, New Hampshire became the 9th and deciding state to ratify the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution. 9 states' approval was needed before a constitution could become law. New Hampshire assembled 35,000 men to fight the British attempts to break up the Union in the War of 1812. Franklin Pierce, a native of New Hampshire, became the 14th President of the United States in 1853. In the Civil War, nearly 10% of New Hampshire's 39,000 men who fought for the Union were killed in action or died, wounded, or diseased. As a result, New Hampshire was one of the only states to lose population between 1860 and 1870. In the late 1800s, the new mills and factories brought industrialization to New Hampshire, which attracted new residents from Canada and Europe. By the turn of the century, New Hampshire was increasingly industrialized and was the home to many large textile and shoe factories, including Emogi Mills, one of the world's largest cotton textile mills. In 1944, representatives of 44 nations met at Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, to establish post-war trade standards and simplify the exchange of money between nations. It was there that the United Nations International Monetary Fund and World Bank were established. After World War II, the base of New Hampshire's economy shifted to the electronics industry and the large military presence in the state. Portsmouth Naval Shipyard alone employed more than 8,000 workers in the 1960s to build advanced submarines. In the 20th century, New Hampshire's gained nation's attention every 4 years by hosting the first primary election in presidential races. It was one of the few states not to collect individual income tax or sales tax, hoping to attract new industries. Tourists flocked to New Hampshire for skiing in the White Mountains, boating and fishing on Lake Winnipesaukee, sightseeing at Strawberry Bank, and restored colonial seaport in Portsmouth and sunning and swimming at Hampton Beach. Now we have 2 stamps here, and the first one is Communications for Peace. This stamp issued December 15th, 1960, features Echo 1, the United States' first communications satellite launched in 1960. It paved the way for New Hampshire native Alan Shepard to become the first American in space in 1961. And there we have that stamp here. And on the other side, we have a stamp of Harlan F. Stone. This stamp honoring Harlan F. Stone was issued August 25th, 1948. Stone was born in Chesterfield, New Hampshire. He served as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court from 1945 to 1925 to 1941, and as Chief Justice from 1941 to 1946. And there is Harlan there. And of course, on this side, we also have the obverse for Philadelphia and the reverse for Denver. And there we go there. The capital is Concord. The flower is a purple lilac. The bird is a purple finch. The tree is a white birch. And the motto is live free or die. So there we have the New Hampshire, the Granite State. I hope you have enjoyed this romp through history, and we encourage you to leave your comments as to what your thoughts are on these New Hampshire quarters and the history behind it. Thank you for watching and hope to see you again. Bye for now.
And please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and keep on collecting.